What's up, guys? This is Caruzu for Caruzu's Gaming and Reactions, and I'm back with another video. This time I'm going to be reacting to Vicki Lawrence on an infamous blooper on the Carol Burnett show. What happened was, this suggestion came from Junior Loomy 2K. I appreciate the suggestion. The blooper that they're referring to is the elephant story. So this is the brains, sort of what was going on behind the scenes that made this great and infamous skit that actually was a blooper, probably one of all-time greatest bloopers. And when I say all-time, I really mean that, all-time. This is one of the funniest outtakes on a TV show that has ever been caught on camera. There is no disputing that. So let's get Vicki Lawrence's take on this. I'm kind of excited to see what she's going to say. And I haven't seen this, so I really want to get some kind of background to such a funny, what led up to something like that will be so iconic and legendary. So if you guys are ready, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, let's get it.
Well, because we had that live to tape feel, did you try to stop from cracking up, or did you have did you bite your lip, or did you just kind of go with the flow? How did you do it yourself?
Well, when I was young, I was too mortified, and we talked about that. I just didn't feel like I had really earned the privilege to do that. So I would keep it together because I didn't feel it was my place, and I was really not even sure what they were doing. I was still learning. So it took me well into that run to embrace the go ahead and have fun with it concept.
Tell me about the sketch you did, the Mama sketch, where you were basically, you and Tim Kama, you were bleeped. What was that about?
What, are you talking about the famous blooper?
Yes, I think so.
That's what we talked about.
Which has had a life of its own, the famous. It was Dick Clark's favorite blooper for years and years and years, and I have said, I've said to the kids, you guys, I should have started the college fund with the money from that blooper, because he just plays it over and he played it over and over and over for years. It was really the first time that Mama spoke out, I believe, and it unleashed a monster, God knows. But
yes, she did.
When we would do our afternoon show, the dress rehearsal, and in between shows, you'd have time to get touched up, get a little snack if you needed it, and get notes from the director. So Dave Powers, our director, he would come by the dressing room somewhere during that hour and say, we're changing your mark in the dance number. We are cutting this line in this sketch. I need you to look directly into camera one on this, so you'd get your notes. On this particular night, the night that we did that particular sketch, he knocked on my door. He said, I have only one note. The elephant story will be different, and good luck. And now, by now, I am married to Al. He's the makeup man on the show. I said, damn it, how does Tim get away with this stuff? And Al looked at me and he said, get him. So I don't know, I don't know if it's Tim's fault. Maybe it's Al's fault that monster was unleashed. Anyway, we get to that taping. And Carol, when Mickey Hart was a character in the family. He was Harvey's partner at the hardware store. And when Mickey Hart got written into the sketches, Carol, knowing Tim and knowing what a little troublemaker he was, took us aside and said, listen, I feel very strongly about these characters. I do not want to break the fourth wall. We have got to stay disciplined. I really, really feel strongly about this. Well, so who loses it? Who loses it during the dress rehearsal and is in my face with tears coming down her eyes trying to stifle her laughter? And it's, the whole concept is we're playing password. And she keeps putting the thing under my nose going, go ahead, Mama, go ahead. And she's a mess. So I get the note during the break that the elephant story is going to be different and good luck. And Al says, get him. Well, we got to that same spot, and indeed, the elephant story was much longer and more convoluted, and Carol loses it again. And I'm just like, really, Carol? Really? You're the one who said. And she's in my face, and she's going, go ahead, Mama, go ahead, Mama. So I decided to get Tim, and I said, are you sure that little asshole's finished? And for those people who do remember that sketch, Tim went off one end of the sofa. It was the last season. It's Dick Van Dyke that went off the end of the other end of the sofa. I think the cameras were jiggling. I think everybody was just, I don't know if they were relieved that Vicki had finally cut loose or, yeah. Yeah.
So did that air in a bleeped format?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't remember.
I thought that maybe it did, but
I don't remember.
But it's had a life on its own, certainly the blooper show.
It has had a total life of its own.
A little bit more than that. Wow. Yeah, that was a very infamous, a very funny, very off the cuff. Tim Conway basically, they rehearsed it. They knew that the elephant story was going to come up. And please forgive the background noise, guys. I've already told you, I live right next to a fire station. It's no more than 100 yards, and I swear, it's just loud. I tell you, I can't wait to move. Anyway, yes, they rehearsed it, and Carol was telling everybody, I want to do this straight. She want to be a straight shooter about it. I don't want no extracurricular laughter, none of that. But as soon as Tim Conway goes to tell the story, she flips out. She's barely able to hold it together. And Vicki Lawrence is in the middle in between them two. And you kind of get the feeling that, Tim Conway was a great guy, but he's like Jim Carrey. He's like the Jim Carrey of that era. Do y'all ever notice that Jim Carrey in his movies, that he seems to be doing a lot more? Like if you ever look at Jim Carrey B-roll tape, there's a lot of footage of him doing extracurricular stuff that never makes it. You know what I mean? And that's what Tim Conway was. And so, and a lot of actors and actresses, especially Vicki Lawrence, who was just trying to get her feet wet. You know what I mean? And then you got Tim Conway and you got Carol on this side, and they're doing this. You know what I mean? It's, I understood what she was saying, but it was funny, and it does. I'm glad I had some context behind what was actually going on, because I didn't know that fact about Dick Clark. I didn't know that was one of his favorite bloopers, or probably the favorite blooper he's had for years and years and years. So, yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Anyway, guys, I hope you like my reaction to this video. And if you do, smash the like button, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at official_KGR. I'm Caruso from Caruso's Gaming and Reactions, and we'll see all you wonderful people in the next video.